out of my desktop, I get the Skype call voice, and Skype's not even running.
Microsoft products work in mysterious ways.
Yes.
Brian, you're always welcome on camera with us. I save you a spot every day in case you're so inclined.
Sure. I am inclined. Start webcam. There's me.
It's a big day today. In California, they opened up the barber shops.
Oh.
So I think my son, my wife took my son to go get a haircut. She keeps trying to force me to do it too, but I told her she's got 1 year.
You've got a year's worth of hair to go?
Yep. So next January, I'll get a haircut.
Excellent.
And here I am shaving pretty much every hair off my head.
Yep, Jerry. Yeah, I've got enough haircuts in the last 23 years that I'm not going to spend more money on it.
That's fair. You've got a lifetime worth of haircuts behind you.
Yeah. I mean, you get a haircut every week, and it's about between $10 and $15. And that's up. Especially when it's something you don't want to do every week.
I have, for my haircuts in the last probably 15 years, have cost me $12.99 total. Buy a pair of clippers from Walmart, and I'm good to go. So
that's because they give us discount, Brian.
I don't know what to say.
So Brian, in the chat, we get a military discount because they know that we're coming every week, so they're more willing to give us $10 or $15 off.
They give you like a special deal.
It's a bulk discount.
A bulk discount. You buy like a coupon for like 50 haircuts at the beginning of the year, and then you get to sort of just redeem them.
It's all good. It is all good. So what do we got here? Qs are just bouncing along, looks like high. And the SPY is looking like it's just going to hold here, maybe. Going to hold into the close.
I'm watching Microsoft intently, I'll admit. It's not looking.
Novio shares at the highs now, 1432, up 7% for Novio. INO.
Oh yeah, I forgot him too. Muting Squawk Guy.
I think the semis are looking really good into the weekend. They're pretty much all trying to close bullish on the day into the weekend.
Yeah, I see that. I'm looking at AMD and Intel and Nvidia. They sort of, that bounce off of the press conference, they sort of pulled back up and just kept going, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm also liking Tesla into the weekend. I think if people are willing to hold Tesla bullish into the weekend, like it's setting up right now, that's a really good signal to break the range. Especially on today's volume.
2 days? That's too much stress for me, Jared. I can't handle 2 days.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with the tweet risk of Musk.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe one day I'll have that stamina to hold over a weekend, but
that's what options are for. So can't lose more than you pay for most of the time.
Yeah, but who wants to lose what you paid for it? Here's a mRNA is looking like it's going to finish strong into the close here. big is selling off again.
Oh, come
Buying
on.
Nemesis.
Come on. Oh, come on. Yes, sucker. Let's go.
Are you doing?
You're looking at that Microsoft, aren't you?
Let's go.
I got it up on my screen.
I'm
'cause I knew you were gonna be looking at it.
I'm already in it, I'll admit, and I need it to go down here. So here we go. Okay, so oh come on, it's playing with my entry
I'm gonna
here,
long it.
and
I'm gonna long
yeah.
it. It looks long to me.
Well, it does to me too. I was trying just to get the move. Like I'm hoping that the spy is looking a little weak here. I just need it to pop down, just 10 cents and I'll be good. But yeah, I'm worried that this doesn't really look like a short.
No.
Probably doesn't count
On the five, it's not a short. I mean it.
Yeah.
I see the level that you're trading against, but
yeah, well, it's the problem.
that's tough.
I'm trading. I was hoping to get it below that level, and then trade down, but we'll see. It's just hanging out here right now.
Yeah, it looks like we're just settling into a.
No, see, that's not good.
Yeah, it's just going to settle in here to our narrow range and going into the close. Go ahead.
The stock
Yeah.
I was amazed at today was JD.
Hmm.
Because I watch JD every day, and about
Oh wow!
12:45 it bottomed. Did what Thor likes, right? That high spike with the doji, and it just took off. And
Yeah.
other than the market news that tanked it for a while, I mean, it just continuously keeps making higher highs.
I think the news out of China has been good. You could probably swing that over the weekend.
So,
Another kind of interesting candidate is RCL. We broke 2 daily tops, and then we just had a 2-day pullback into some bullish momentum into the close.
I think those.
I think that one might want to come fill the gap above it up to 60.
Yeah, the Qs are definitely showing some strength here into the close. We got 20 minutes left.
Okay, this is not. I'm watching this. I'm thinking about it. This is not a real trade, so this doesn't feel right. I'm still holding on to it.
It definitely looks long, Peter.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And if it breaks high of day, obviously I'll get out. But I'm sort of engineering this now, and that wasn't the spirit in which we were doing this. So.
Did anybody in the chat take ES this morning?
ES?
Yeah, ES. It's the symbol S. It was on our gappers.
EverSource Energy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
CS. S. Call.
Wait, Zulu? Or
Zulu Sierra.
okay.
Zulu Sierra.
I thought you were saying Epsilon.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people took a Z-scaler this morning. I think Thor pretty much traded it all day.
Or got it. Nice, Master Chief. That's good, yeah. I was watching it. It's just too wild at the open for me. It was too crazy for me. But during the day, I've been watching it for Hiltzy's break of the high of the day, and it did pretty good in the morning. So, Peter,
Yeah.
are you able to pull that image over for me?
Yes.
If you're in a trade, don't worry about it. We can
There
do
you
it once
go.
you get out. Awesome. So, everybody in the chat, I know I did the trading business plan class, and the slides that are in there, we didn't make the slides available because we put together this infographic that covers that entire presentation. And you can actually now download those. They're downloadable in our downloading section. I'll post the link here in the alerts for everybody. And it's in PDF, so you can print it out. You can zoom in so you can see it there. So you can download it, and it basically covers all the highlights that were in the class. So you can use that. It kind of explains each different portion of the trading business plan that I went over, and kind of guide you through it. So if you're a new member, it's good for you to check out, or if you just want to reset and reevaluate where you're at, this is good. So Dankin, if you just go to that link that I just posted up in the alert section at the top of the chat, that will take you right to it. So
I'm getting long SPY here, expecting a break of
thank you,
304.
Peter.
No worries.
Yeah, I have gotten, I've bought some options on XLK.
Nice.
This is the 100 options for the end of next week.
Brendan D, I agree. Very good. It's great to convince your significant other. And anybody that's married, and if you're trying to day trade without letting your spouse or your significant other in on it, you might want to involve them in the conversation.
You might want to reconsider that approach.
Might want to reconsider that approach. I'm just saying.
Variable traders does not advise keeping your significant other into the dark.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah, this is a terrible trade.
ZS. So ZS just did that higher break again. Just a little pop, dollar pop on it, dollar.
Qs continue to look strong here into the close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the SPY is trying to break trend, right? Break the downtrend line. Got to get above 304. Here we go.
All right, I'm getting out. I was trying to engineer it to just to get back to break even, but the trend is broken. That was I tried to force it and won too many times, and
The trend is broken.
the trend
This
is
is
broken. The dream is over.
this is a sad state of affairs.
It's a sad, sad day.
It's a sad day. It is a sad day. Peter's trend
Okay, the
is
SPY could not break 304. That's actually not good. Tried twice.
Yeah, we've got what? We've got 12 and a half minutes left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we, so for the chat, anybody in the chat really good with the TI scanners? Master Chief, you are? You use them a lot? I'm trying to create one. I'm actually trying to create two. One of them, I'm trying to create one that will identify stocks that are a certain dollar amount from the high of the day. And then the other one I'm messing with is the moving average crossovers from that occur within a certain percentage or dollar amount of a high of a day or a low of a day. So if you know who's the TI guru, like Kyle's the guru for hotkeys, please let me know because I want to reach out to him.
Peter, I don't want you to look at Microsoft. Just ignore it for now. Don't look at it.
Peter, it's going to be your.
It's too late. I'm trying to get my money back here. Here, I've got my money back.
He's already trading it to get the money back.
There.
It's going to be
I am short. So does that mean the trend is back on here? Let me show you guys what I did here because this is sort of ridiculous.
I'm going to take a screenshot for Dr. Katz next week.
So here, let me just hold on a sec. I just have to cover some more shares here.
Once I struggled at 304, it felt like it was tired.
Do I have my? I don't have my pen, so I'm still in this trade. Let me show you guys how not to trade. So you can see I originally went long here, a short here, and then I added to it and I added to it. I was really just trying to get myself back to a break-even spot. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Come on, come on.
Peter forgot about the 350 settlement.
Yeah, it spiked down, but I had my Epic pen going, and I wasn't able to get that spike. Sorry, guys. I'm hoping that it's going to pop down for me again. And you're right, I did forget about the time. Come on. Come on, baby. This is how you engineer. What happened? How did that trade just execute now? I didn't hit the button a long time ago. What the heck?
Uh-oh.
It threw a limit order in there.
It's a ghosts in the machine.
I'm just getting out of this thing. All right. That's just I don't know what's going on. So yeah. So
okay.
let me reset this. So like I said, I went short here. I added, not a good plan, and then I said, okay, when it breaks high of day, I'm at least going to stick to that. So it broke the high here. I got out. You notice? Look at this, right at the very top. But then I was just watching it for a drop again. I said, oh, well, here, look, it's starting to drop. I got a terrible entry at exactly 184, and then you can see all the partials I took down here. So I managed to get back all my money because these are actually pretty small size, and then I increased the size to get the money back. Again, revenge trading at its worst, if you will. But well, look at that. Good thing I got out.
Z-scaler, pushing.
So that is not how you do it. I'm very upset with myself about that whole sequence, actually. Oh, well.
That was me yesterday, and angry trading.
Well, and
doing
you know,
everything I shouldn't have been.
This is where we can understand Andrew when he says things like, oh, you know, when he has a great day, but he's not happy with himself. Like, I'm green on that sequence. but it doesn't mean I feel good about it. Oh.
Wow, SPY just did a big pop. Same with the Qs.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Big pop.
I have the turbo breakup running up, going in my head right now. Every second it's repeating, running up, running up, running up. I may have to start turning that off in the last 10 minutes.
Well, that was interesting. I still will say the streak is broken because as much as I made it green, that was not. It's not what we're supposed to be doing
What?
here.
What, Peter? Come on.
Bad trading, bad trading.
Oh,
Come on.
so only the results that matter. Everything else is secondary.
It's
No.
just,
Results still matter. Don't get in. Don't be
Yeah,
teaching
exactly.
bad habits,
That's-
Peter.
See, Brian's trying to entice me into bad habits.
Yeah, I'm always the guy who's
Leading us
to-
into sin.
leading people into sin. And look at mRNA go.
And Billy, you're absolutely correct, right? And that's why sometimes trading is really hard, especially when you're starting out. That you're right, you can be rewarded for really bad behavior. The key principle, if you will, that we talk about is averaging down, because you can get rewarded quite often by averaging down, and it'll be successful. It's the one time it doesn't work that, because you're just adding to a worsening and worsening and worsening position. If it never reverses, that's when you're really, really in trouble. And you will have a loss like you've never seen before, right? That wipes out the other. You're like, well, I did it like 6 other times and it all worked. Well, yeah. This one time we'll take it all back.
It only takes once when it doesn't come back that
Correct.
will wipe out all the times that it worked. And
I
then
learned
it
that in
takes some
Sim.
more.
I learned that in Sim when I was averaging down and it was working. And then one day I was just averaging down, and I didn't really think about it till I realized at some point I had something like 18,000 shares of a company, $1.5 million worth of the stock, and I'm like, well, this is ridiculous. Like, there's no way if I was in a line. That's also when I learned that the Sim account doesn't actually have, at least my Sim account, when I did it, didn't have a limit on it. You could short or long, you could take as big a position as you want. Take 1 million shares or something. It didn't care. So I'm like,
Just
all
took
right.
mRNA through that 61 level.
Oh, let's see what mRNA. Where is it? mRNA.
Wow.
mRNA. Wow, yeah, look at that. That's really a spike
The
up. in the
printer
stock.
was turned on today.
Yeah, it's very, and Q is just continuing to show strength.
So Simmer,
$3 move on JD. That is crazy.
Yeah. Gold. PAAS have really had a nice day. I took that trade yesterday. Very happy with that.
see Simmer. So there's a good point, right? So you had 61,000 shares of ADAP, and you made $60. But in the real world, that was at least $500 worth of commissions. All right, to take that many shares. So, that was not a good trade.
Yeah, Zscaler's had a really epic run for the last half hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
It broke that high of the day.
Yeah.
Wow,
It broke the
98.
high of the day.
96, right at 90,
Yeah.
around 96 at about 335, 330, 338.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah, it's been going ever since.
Wow, $98. That's quite something. Yes. I didn't
But
think it was
Durna
going to
is
get
just-
above when it hit 96 or so earlier, like around noon. I didn't think it was going to go much higher, to be honest. It looked like it had a sort of a triple top. I thought it was going to drop a lot farther, but it didn't really. It only dropped a couple of dollars. And then look at it now. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Microsoft. Yeah, it's Well, we're done. We're done for the day. I'm
Done
not
for the
going-
month, not the day.
We're
the
done for
month,
the month.
Peter.
That's right. Last trading day of May. Mike, you said that you're happy that the month is over. So
Yes, I am. I'm just so happy.
Well,
As you were saying, my outcome for the month was not bad. My performance during the month sucked. So
wow. Look at
Yes.
mRNA go, eh?
are you still in it, Brian?
Yep.
Good.
I might take some over the weekend. Not a lot, but I might hold a couple hundred shares. Just the way it's trading. I
Yeah.
kind of like the daily too.
I hope you're taking a partial here. This 6150 is giving
Wow.
a little bit of resistance.
Yeah. There's a moving average on the daily. It seems to be there now.
Yeah, I see that.
There's a lot of stocks that actually look like you could continue to move higher here. Did Andrew come back on and make back his money?
He did not. Well,
I-
I can't say whether he did both. He didn't come back on.
Did
Whether he
trade.
made back his money
Okay.
or not, I don't know. maybe he did that out of Orlando site. But,
Wow. Look at JD. JD is just
I know.
amazing.
it's JD. Oh, so I haven't even been looking at JD. What's JD up to? Wow, that's really
we
surprising.
got-
$3 move. $3
Yeah, we got
move
one,
out of JD.
But you know, JD's been one of those stocks that he probably recovered. Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. Yeah, he probably did actually recover because what? Because
Yeah.
the IWM is probably still red for the day. At least SPY is up.
Let's see here.
Interesting.
It is red.
Interesting. SPY. Yeah, IWM is actually going to go out red on the day here, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't have in 15
Yeah.
seconds. It's not getting up there.
No.
Yes, no whammies. That was a Corona Premier beer.
Oh,
Friday.
wow. A Corona beer. A Corona
I-
beer for the
There's
coronavirus.
the bell.
Look at that. My 145
There's the
put
bell.
that I sold would have gone out worthless if I'd have hung on to them.
What happened to
Of
my
course, I had
closing
no
bell?
idea. I had no idea the markets would pop like this.
All right. Well, that's it. We are done
Well,
for the week, for the month.
Man, I love
Absolutely
the
no
way-
whammies. I started earlier than normal today because I finished my day quite early. So
I love
I've
the
just
way
been-
Moderna went out today. I'm going to keep a couple hundred shares.
All right. All right.
Call me a fool.
You're a fool.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. So guys, yeah, thanks a lot for trading with us this month on YouTube. Don't be afraid to give us a like. We appreciate that. We'll be back on Monday morning, a full week next week after the shortened week this one. It was another like very unique day in the markets, I would say. We've like every day has had its own sort of personality, and they've never been boring. As much as I thought, as I said it sort of in our pre-market in the room, I said, look, it's a Friday of a long weekend, which usually means we get lower volume, which did happen. We did get lower volume for a good portion of the day, although we actually made up that volume right at the end of the day, which was surprising. But for most of the day, we were sitting at about 75, 76% of the average volume on the SPY. And usually it means that we get, not big moves. Well, we certainly saw some big moves. We saw those right around 3 o'clock. You just had to be patient and wait for it, and if you're in the right place, you could have taken advantage of that. So I did get a short on Microsoft into that, which was nice. So that was an actual real trade. And then And then, well, I guess I ended the day by breaking the streak. So we'll call the streak at 6. Was it 6 or 7? I forget now. Anyways,
7.
7. All right, we'll call it at 7. I'm not even going to count today. I did have a losing trade. I did make the money back, but that's not really what the intent was. It was really just, it was intended to be an actual real good trade, which is not what we did today. So not what I did yesterday really either, to be honest. But in any event, look, guys, it's been real. So have a good weekend. Take some time. Don't forget to journal your trades. That's really important. And we will see you back here for the pre-market show at 8:30. Room opens at 7:30 for all of our members. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
All right,
everybody out there in YouTube.
Yep. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Enjoy, and we will see you Monday morning.
Take care, everybody. Brian,
Ciao,
have a
guys.
good weekend. Mike, you also have a great weekend.
You too.
You too, Peter and Brian. Enjoy the weekend.